franchise record for the Mavs and a record for this arena. Where does this one rank for you?
I mean, probably on the top, one of the top, you know. But yeah, I'm glad we got a win.
What's up everybody on YouTube? AJ Russ back to discuss another video, and today we're going to be talking about why Luka Doncic is the greatest NBA player under 25 in NBA history. So honestly, I didn't know if I was going to make this video. I just posted the Devin Booker video the day before. I usually don't have the time to upload 2 days in a row, but Luka Doncic having 73 points in a week that Joel Embiid had 70 points. D-Book had 62 points last night as well. And on the anniversary of 4 years Kobe passing, God rest his soul, it made for a special moment and special week. And Luka doing this, I think it really solidified that he's the greatest player that we've ever seen under 25 years old. Everyone, of course, is going to bring up LeBron James, and rightfully so. And I was only 6 to 7 years old when he was under 24, 25, so I didn't get to see it all the way. But LeBron didn't win at the highest level. He did get to the finals when he played against the Spurs when he was younger, but I just don't feel like anyone has played on this high of a level that Luka has at his age. And he turns 25 next month in February, so he'll be 25 soon. But dude, you can't tell me that there's been a better player in NBA history at his age. The type of impact that he's had on the Dallas Mavericks, coming into the league in 2018-19, winning Rookie of the Year, averaging 20 points per game, performing at a high level in the postseason. He's already made the Western Conference Finals. Next step is to make the NBA Finals and win a championship for Dallas, franchise that hasn't won in 13 years since Dirk. Luka is certainly next up, and this performance against the Hawks just really solidifies that in my eyes. But before we get into this video even more, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. Make sure you hit the like button. I post videos about sports, lifestyle, and pop culture, NBA, NFL, Marvel, DC. With that being said, let's get into the video. So last year in the 2022-23 season, I made a video about Luka saying why I thought he was the MVP at the time. And of course, you have to sustain it for the whole season. That was in December I made that. It was probably a little premature, but he's gonna win one. Maybe not this year because Joel Embiid has been going Super Saiyan as well, averaging 35 points per game, but Luka is not far behind him. Luka himself is nearly averaging 35 points per game on 9 assists and 8 rebounds, just really carrying Dallas. I mean, we all know the impact that he has. If the Mavericks didn't have him, they have Kyrie. But let's be real, they definitely wouldn't make the playoffs in the Western Conference, how loaded it is. And right now they're the 8th seed. Every team in the West is hanging by a thread. We know they didn't make the playoffs last season, but this year I feel like it's going to be a scramble. Not only the Western Conference, but the Eastern Conference is wide open, and Luka, it's hard to make the case that he's not the best guard in the league right now. Shea, he's been phenomenal the past 2 years, but we've seen Luka have real success in the postseason. Shea still hasn't been there as a first option yet, but this season they're definitely cooking and playing well in Oklahoma City. But people who have elevated their games even more this year, like Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, they're not even close to Luka's level in my opinion. They're great guards. If you ask me, Jalen Brunson for sure should have been a starter in an all-star game, but even him and Halliburton, they're not touching Luka in my eyes. Pause. But yeah, because Luka is just going crazy, man. And I talked about it last season. He had that 60 point, 20 rebounds and 10 assist performance. That game was insane. You've seen him put on numerous of triple doubles, his playmaking, his ability to score. A lot of people will bring up his defense. Of course, he's not the greatest defender. You have an offensive low like that, you're not going to be a great two-way player all the time, but he has shown strides at times. But for sure, man, Luka, you just haven't seen anyone like him. And I remember when I was like 15 years old, seeing Luka the season before he came into the league, playing for Real Madrid, watching his highlights and stuff like that. There's just always been something different about him. His basketball IQ, his savviness, his confidence, you can't speed him up either. The pace that he plays with is just something that we've never seen before. People compared him to Manu Ginobili, and I feel like, no disrespect to Manu Ginobili, but we have to stop with all these player comps because we just never truly know. And imagine this, Luka and D-Book could have been teammates. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of both, which is different, I know, because of their budding rivalry. But imagine that, like, those are two of the best guards in the league. Luka and D-Book could have played together, and it's obvious to say that he should have been the first pick in the 2018 draft nearly 6 years ago over a DeAndre Ayton who, let's be real, has been a bust. He's a solid NBA player, but he's not into the game. Like, he doesn't have a passion for it. But Luka, you can tell he just eats, sleeps, and breathes basketball. He's a gym rat. Him and the Kyrie Irving backcourt, I feel like they can have real success. Both just have to stay healthy, and they have to have some type of luck, I would say, in the Western Conference, because when you play a team like the Nuggets, your front court is going to be compromised against Jokic. When you play against the Suns, potentially, we've seen what what happened with the Mavs and Suns, to be fair, before, so who knows what happened there, but you would have to worry about KD. I believe that you would be able to keep the defense honest for sure with Kyrie and Luka. But regardless of that though, Luka is in his 6th season, still only 24 years old, dominating the league. Really, when he came in the league, he talked about how the EuroLeague in his eyes was harder to adapt to than the NBA, because the NBA you can get away with so much, and overseas it's more physical, and you just see the difference. I mean, the company that Luka joined is special. Only 10 players in NBA history have had over 70 points in the game. Now Luka having 73, almost as much as his jersey number, that's insane. Imagine if he would have had 77, that would have been even liver, but 73 is remarkable in itself. And shooting 25 for 33, extremely efficient. It's not like he was just throwing stuff up, having 70 points on like 40 shots. He went 25 for 33. He also made 8 threes as well. I mean, that's insane. Just, he was torching, he was on fire. Also joined the company of the likes of Kobe Bryant, Long Live Bean, Wilt Chamberlain, David Robinson, Elgin Baylor, Joel Embiid earlier this week, Donovan Mitchell last season, D-Book, Damian Lillard last year, and David Thompson. So a lot of people will say that the scoring is inflated nowadays, especially with 2 players in the same week having 70+ points. But it goes without saying, these are 2 of the best scorers in the league, in Joel Embiid and Luka Doncic, who had those performances this year. So it's just insane. I love the elite basketball that Luka plays with, love his game, and we're witnessing the greatest player under 25 years old, and who knows what type of success he'll have in the future, hopefully with Dallas. I'm not gonna lie, I love it when a franchise player stays in one organization and can win multiple championships, like the Steph Currys of the world, like the Tim Duncans, like the Kobe Bryants. So hopefully Luka can be another one of those greats in that aspect and bring Dallas some championships. But yeah, guys, I really just had to share my 2 cents on that Luka Doncic outing and performance and why he's the greatest player under 25. Let me know in the comments down below if you believe that as well, if you think someone else has played on a higher level under the age of 25 years old in their career. But I just believe that there's no debate that Luka is the greatest player under 25. His impact on the Mavericks was apparent from day 1 in the 2019 season, and in 2024 he's just climbing up the charts. I appreciate you guys watching. Always make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SwaggyRuss, and also on TikTok at SwaggyRuss02 for cooking videos, shorts, content, things of that nature. More videos are on the way, guys. Basketball season is starting to get into its best parts before the playoff, going into All-Star weekend. Of course, stay tuned for the NFL content we have going into the championship round, to the Super Bowl, and things of that nature. Just a beautiful time, guys. Hope 2024 is going well for you so far. Y'all be blessed and have a good one.